Hey everyone, I'm Rhonda,
And I'm Francis.
and we're the Lees. We've been traveling for the last month and a half with our two small children, aged 2 and 4, which means we've stayed at over a dozen hotels during this time. Okay, it's currently pouring rain and we're stuck inside, so we thought we'd share a few tips and tricks that we've picked up along the way when booking hotels when traveling with children.
Tip number 1.
Location, location, location. And we don't mean close to the best attractions or the nicest beaches. We really mean food. So we like to locate ourselves surrounded by great restaurants. And the reason is that we have two small kids. When they're hungry and tired and grouchy, the last thing we want to be doing is catching a cab to go somewhere to find food or walking around checking out menus. We want to know what's in the area and what's good to eat.
It doesn't help that our kids are the most pickiest eaters. So it's great to have restaurants with plenty of variety in the area.
Yeah, it's true. So when we book a hotel or an Airbnb, what we do first is actually open up a Google map and do a search for restaurants in the area. And you'll see the clusters of where all the restaurants are located, and you can sort of try to situate yourself right in there. You can also check reviews of the restaurants nearby, get a feel for the variety or what type of food the restaurant serves, so it's definitely helpful.
Tip number 2. Pools. Our kids love to swim.
Yeah, it's true. And I find too that I can't really get our children to do a full day of activities. It's just not in them. They're still small and young. If I were to ask them to look at 8 temples in one day, they'd probably go crazy. So we found what works for us is to do half a day of activities for us, so sightseeing, and then half a day for them. So we will either start or finish the day swimming in the pool. It's a great way for them to unwind, burn off some extra energy, have some fun.
One of the things that's worked great for us is while one of the kids are sleeping, we can have the other kid down at the pool having fun as well.
Yeah, it's been great. Another big benefit of having a pool is if you're in Southeast Asia like us and it is hot, when the kids get overheated and cranky, we just throw them in the pool and it cools them off right away.
Tip number 3.
Oh, this one goes back to food again.
Yeah. What is it? Breakfast.
Breakfast included in the hotel stay. So this is going to be different if you're in an Airbnb. You can make breakfast yourself if you have all of the cooking utensils that you need. But we found that staying in a hotel, we need to have breakfast included. It's not fun in the morning, getting 2 cranky kids up, dressed, packing everything for the day, and then heading out to find a restaurant, especially if you have to take a taxi to get there. So we found we just save ourselves a headache and we go down to the breakfast buffet. We've even gone down with the kids in their jammies before.
True.
Yeah.
Tip number 4. Using a booking tool.
Yeah, so once you've followed step 1 and you already have your location down based on restaurants in the area, we like to use the filter in a booking tool. So there's so many that you can choose from. We personally use bookings.com just because you can store a lot of information there, like your itinerary. But we filter based on pool, breakfast included, and price. And then once you have your short list down, you can view them in the map and then choose where you want to be based on that.
Yeah. Another great benefit is that you can create little lists that you like. So different locations where you like it, and then when it comes down to picking a hotel, you'll have your short list of what hotels you like.
Yeah, I usually go through in the evening and choose a bunch, and then that way I can show Francis when he has some free time and we can review them together. So yeah, definitely booking tool. Another added bonus of a booking tool is that they often have a reward program. So once you book so many rooms or so many stays, then you start to get either a discount or some sort of perk. So definitely something to consider.
Tip number 5, airport transportation.
Oh, this one is coming handy for us. So this is actually something that not a lot of hotels advertise, but they do. Some even do it for free. So ask your hotel that you've booked at, call them or email them and find out if they have a shuttle service where they can pick you up. I've even found that the ones that charge, it's still cheaper than paying for a taxi. And I mean, when you come off of an airplane, you're usually tired, there's a language barrier because you're in a foreign country, and you're going to a location that you've never been to before. So having a driver that knows where to go, bonus. One thing about our kids is that they love to fall asleep the minute the plane lands. They will stay awake the entire flight, but as soon as the plane hits the ground, they're out. And we've actually had to try to carry 2 sleeping children, 6 pieces of luggage, and try to take public transportation. If you haven't watched our Tokyo video yet, make sure to check it out because it involves Francis getting peed on by a sleeping 2-year-old in a public train. So we thought we would be brave and we would just take public transit with the kids, and it really turned out to be a nightmare. So since then, we always ask, do you have a shuttle? And it's really been a benefit. Okay, so that wraps up our tips for booking hotels when traveling with kids. But I do have one little bonus that I want to add in, and that is parks. When we talk about downtime for kids, that involves them burning energy. So sometimes they just need a place to run around, burn that extra energy off, and have some fun. And staying close to a park is a great chance for that. So if you're booking a hotel and you see that one is really close to a park, I would definitely put that one at the top of your list. It's something to consider. Yeah, so we actually got lucky in Hong Kong. There was a park right next to our hotel, and it came in handy because the kids woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning with jet lag, and we had nothing for them to do. So we just went across the street and played at the park for a few hours. Okay, so these have been our tips and tricks for booking hotels with small kids. We understand that not everyone's travel needs are the same as ours, and not everyone's kids are going to be the same as ours.
No.
But this is just what we found works for us, and we hope that it helps you a little bit when you're planning your vacation. If there's something that you think we've missed or something that you've really found helps you, definitely share it in the comments below. We would love to hear it. Maybe it'll help us. We're not done this trip yet. And if you like this video and you found it useful, then click the like and try to share it.
All right. So thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.